yes, in 2026, I'm officially retiring as a gamer, and I'm gonna become a world traveler. I'm just gonna travel the world and vlog my travels and upload the videos after the fact. And that's gonna be my content from now on. Now, hopefully that makes money, because if not, I guess I'm going out of business. It's a big gamble, but I'm gonna bet the entire house on it, and we'll see how it goes. What do you think? Does it sound like a good idea? This person's getting banned immediately. He said, oh, if you adopted a kid, that would help with your redemption arc. Oh yeah, that's totally the reason to adopt a child, right? Adopt a child and bring them into your life and take on the responsibility of being a parent to help you look good on the internet. Enjoy your permanent fucking ban, you loser. What a piece of shit. To even say that is so insanely disrespectful. You're done. Fuck off.
Am I the only one that doesn't get why he's so mad at this comment? I mean, even if the guy was saying it as a joke or in jest, there must be something going on behind the scenes, like maybe Cat wanted to adopt or something if they couldn't have kids, and for some reason this set him off in a weird way, in an unnecessary way. Or hear me out, Phil is really upset that the redemption arc is over. So the fact that somebody brought this up to be like, this is how you continue the redemption arc, Phil's like, get f***ed, dude. That's probably where I'm leaning at, actually.
Yo, it's time for the MegaMan marathon, y'all. Let's get into it. This is just going to be for the intro. We're just going to take some clips and talk about them and just kind of see what leads up to the marathon of the gameplay, because I don't care about the gameplay right now. It's probably going to be extremely boring like it always is. But, you know, we got the little pre-stream, so we'll see how that goes. Let's get into it.
Can I get a shot in the house? Absolutely not. Nothing's for free in life.
You already knew the answer to this, dude. Why would you even ask that question on a Darkside Phil stream? Or the only person who gets free handouts in life is Darkside Phil. Come on, guys. Can I get to $50 before the stream starts? So let's hit the goal right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, the guy above me is the only one in life who gets a free ride, right? Just coasting on by. You know, you get the bankruptcy, bailed out of that. You know, he gets bailed out of everything. His whole life has been a free ride. The worst thing that this guy has to deal with is trolls and life outside of the internet, but we don't know about that, I guess.
It'd be great to get the first shot, for sure. I'd like to get that going.
Of course.
Rebecca asked, what are we going to eat today? That's actually a legitimately good question. I don't know.
Is it? See, this is why DSP didn't care to do his DSP Tries It Food edition this week, because he knew he was going to get food on the marathon anyway. That would, quote-unquote, pay for itself, I'm sure.
My wife and I talked about it this morning. There were many different options. We were looking at Hawaiian barbecue. We were looking at like a teriyaki place where you get like a bento box. We were looking at dim sum. And then we started looking at other places. We're like, man, I don't know what to get. You know, we're not doing a DSP Tries It. It's open. So she's thinking about it. And we're going to talk about it over the day. You know, we're going to order later on in the afternoon. But right now we have no clue what we're doing.
A little rub of the nose.
First tip of the day has come in. Now let's see if it's a troll.
Of course it is.
Yeah, it's a troll, so I'm just going to ignore them. Can we get our first legit tip of the day from someone who's not retarded?
Yo.
And can we get a gifted sub on Kick to get some support from the Kick viewers? That would be great. To be honest, this week...
That's crazy talk. And YouTube allows it, so what else is there to say? I mean, I guess the only thing to say here is... Do y'all remember how angry he was before Cat? I do.
Has been one of the least supported streams on Kick, or weeks ever on Kick. Like, we have less... Let me take a look.
He's taking a look.
We have less than 50 subs on Kick all week. Holy shit. This is actually the slowest Kick week I think I've ever had. Oh.
Well, that's because Phil had a little incident this week with a content creator, a female content creator that he was supposedly following and allegedly tipping. It was on her coffee or Ko-fi. I don't know what that website is. I'm out of the loop. But somebody named DSP was in there sending money. Could it have been a troll? Yeah. Could it have been DSP? Yeah. We don't know. But they were following each other on Twitter. That's definitely confirmation that I can confirm. Because of that, Phil has been banning people like crazy. Because people have been coming in, mocking him, saying the name of this person, or having some name that resembles the content creator. I mean, he's steadily been banning people still, so I can't imagine why Kick support has been down. I mean, it's always the same couple people on Kick that has been supporting, right?
So there you go. Now.
So there you go.
Right now we only have 2 contributions. We need to get some support so I can get my first shot in me and we can play Mega Man.
Such a greedy bastard, dude. It's so pathetic.
What's up, Snow Carl? Good morning. Or I should say good afternoon. Excuse me. It's a shot every $100 raised on the stream. Just like always. It's been like this for a very long time and it works. Okay.
Can't argue there.
Well, if you guys want to talk, just tag me in chat and we'll do a little bit of, talking and then we will begin Mega Man soon.
This is what this guy does. He just sits here and glosses over chat, waits for contributions to come in. I mean, there's never been a more perfect example of somebody who just waits to receive handouts in life than this guy.
Will there ever be a DSP tries it for wine? See, here's the thing.
No.
Wine, that's going to be a tough one. Why? Because wine, number one, is kind of pricey. And number two, the bottle, right? Wine.
He's as a reward. Wine is kind of pricey. Well, it's really not, Phil. You can get cheap wine. You think everybody out there that drinks wine drinks this fine wine that they probably can't afford? No, dude. There's cheap wine out there that tastes good enough. And DSP tries it's for the average consumer, right? Where people can just go out and get this stuff. So why would you go try a fine wine when most people would typically just go out and buy a good wine that they want to drink that doesn't have to be expensive? Like, what kind of mentality is this? Oh, well, I got to get the best of the best when it comes to alcohol, I guess.
Comes in bottles, correct? So let's say, for example, even if I buy cheap bottles of wine, let's say I buy 4 or 5 bottles of wine, each one's like 15 to 20 bucks. So I just spent $100 on DSP tries it, you know?
Dude, you try to do them every week. And if you're trying to do a DSP tries it every week, that's like $1,500+. It's usually more than that because you don't hit a goal every stream. You just reset it on the next one. But you still manage to get that money every week from somebody. So it's just the selfish mentality. Not only that, is he gets paid to put the video out. I guess it's not as successful as he thought because the video can't even pay for itself if you're spending like $100 on wine on top of all the money that people are giving you. So how successful is your DSP tries it? Are you just finally going to admit that this is just a gluttonous behavior, that you just want to eat and drink off the people's dime, and this has just become like a content reward, so you throw it in there to mask the fact that you just want to get as much money as possible and then provide the cheapest, least expensive way to give back to people? That's why you always do cheaper food. I mean, anytime he's done something that's semi-gourmet, which has really never happened, or something that's like fancy, right? Sushi or something, he complains about the prices.
Any big plans for 2026 for the channel? Yes, in 2026, I'm officially retiring as a gamer, and I'm going to become a world traveler. I'm just going to travel the world and vlog my travels and upload the videos after the fact. And that's going to be my content from now on. Now, hopefully that makes money, because if not, I guess I'm going out of business. It's a big gamble. But I'm going to bet the entire house on it, and we'll see how it goes. What do you think? Does it sound like a good idea?
The first few words did. This dude's already bored of his own stream. He's tired, and the stream's been going for 5 minutes.
Why do I hate Mr. Beast so much? I don't hate Mr. Beast. I don't care about Mr. Beast.
At
all. I don't give a shit. He doesn't affect me in any way.
I doubt it.
No, I'm not doing Mr. Beast Lunchables. Mr. Beast can rot in fucking hell. I'm not buying his junk. I'm only buying his junk to felt him, and I already did that with his stupid, awful candy bars earlier this year. I'm not gonna fucking buy Lunchable or Lunchable fucking bullshit. He is, sadly, corrupting an entire generation of kids, but I can't make parents be parents.
Dude, you're corrupting an entire generation of... I'm not going to say it. Imagine if every content creator was like DSP and just put out slop videos for years of just gameplay and fucking recording with their camcorder and just getting out as much videos as quick as possible so they could get the ad revenue off of it.
Parents and do their job. So if these kids get corrupted and fucked up in the head by Mr. Beast, it's not really my problem. I can't do much about it, and no one's going to listen to me anyway, so I don't care.
That's good.
Right? Who gives a shit?
Some form of self-awareness right there. No one's going to listen to him anyway. Thank the Lord.
Now, Original Grant says, yes, but brown or green glass is supposed to minimize that, having the light change the flavor profile. Well, I don't know anything about it.
So why are you reviewing beer if you don't know shit about it? If you don't know anything about beer, why would you give your review on stuff? It's like me going to review someone like Pirate Software's code for his Heartbound video game or whatever, right? No, I don't know anything about programming languages or coding or anything. But I'm going to review it and just say it, you know, and just give my opinion on it. That's this guy with basically everything.
Dabhan says, most parents these days are kids themselves. They haven't got a clue. Oh, I know. Most parents today don't parent at all. They do whatever they can do to avoid parenting, and they seem to complain. Oh, well, What, my whole life is supposed to be my kids? Can't I have my own life? Like, this isn't fair. No, stupid. You had the kid. That's your life now. Like, literally, when you have kids, you stop being the protagonist and your kid becomes the protagonist. Now,
imagine taking any advice from this guy, right? Your kid becomes a protagonist. This dude is comparing having kids to a video game, right? Like a plot line in a video game. Oh, you're no longer the protagonist of your own life. Your kid becomes the protagonist. No shit, dude. What an extremely nerdy way to put it. But I just want to know where this guy gets his information from, right? He's admitted to hardly ever leaving his house. His entire life exists online, which it really has been growing up, right? He's heavy into video games as a kid. He's been doing YouTube since he's, what, in his late 20s, mid 20s or something like that. This guy has existed on the internet his entire life, and he's going to tell you how the world works and how society is today when he really isn't even a part of it.
you're just a side character. Do you get it?
No.
That's what it means to reproduce. That's what it's supposed to be. Now, oh, I have kids and they just run off and raise themselves and I still have my life over here where I'm super important. That's not how it's supposed to be. But these people are fucked in the head and don't have any feeling of maturity or responsibility.
But it's not even this generation, dude. That's always been a thing. Oh yeah, they just put them on a tablet, on a phone. Phil, you were playing video games on your Super Nintendo, on your N64 or PlayStation, whatever, through your entire childhood from the sound of it. Nobody should listen to this guy. And I'm not saying that he's completely wrong, because there are mindless parents who just throw their kid on a tablet. We've all seen it, right? You see it in restaurants and stuff like that. But this guy has a problem where he generalizes a couple things that he sees in real life and says it's everybody. Everybody does this. Everybody does this on the internet.
This person's getting banned immediately.
Uh-oh.
They said, oh, if you adopted a kid, that would help with your redemption arc. Oh, yeah. That's totally the reason to adopt a child, right? Adopt a child and bring them into your life and take on the responsibility of being a parent to help you look good on the internet. Enjoy your permanent fucking ban, you loser. What a piece of shit. To even say that is so insanely disrespectful. You're done. Fuck off.
Am I the only one that doesn't get why he's so mad at this comment? I mean, even if the guy was saying it as a joke or in jest, there must be something going on behind the scenes, like maybe Kat wanted to adopt or something if they couldn't have kids. For some reason, this set him off in a weird way, in an unnecessary way. Or hear me out, Phil is really upset that the redemption arc is over. So the fact that somebody brought this up to be like, this is how you continue the redemption arc, Phil's like, get fucked, dude. That's probably where I'm leaning at, actually.
All right. We're probably going to start soon with Mega Man, probably 1 p.m. How about 1 p.m. we start with Mega Man 6? We pick up.
It's 12:49 p.m. $10 says that he doesn't start at 1 p.m., but we'll see.
We left off last time.
Did his brain just break? Okay.
Right, let's go. Let's get some support. Let's get some early support. Right now, we're at $19.
Oof.
Can we get our first significant tip of the day? Can we get another super chat? Can we get our first sub over on Kick? Like I said, this week on Kick has been way low.
He said, can we get our first significant tip of the day? That means PFC deer in headlights. We need a significant tip from somebody. Just get me to $100 so I can take my first shot.
I mean, let's be honest. Humanity is getting so bad at this point. They should start having intelligence tests to give you the ability to have a kid.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. They should also give you one to be able to use the internet or create content on it. Because then everybody would be happier.
So many things that people should be tested for before they're allowed to have. How about a pet? Before you're allowed to take in 17 cats and 42 dogs?
An intelligence test to have a pet. Phil, they're coming for Jasper, brother. They are coming for Jasper.
You need to have an intelligence test to see if you actually have a brain in your fucking head or if you're just a weirdo.
Yeah, they're coming for Jasper, 100%.
Well, no. Just give all these people unlimited power and see what happens. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Anyway.
What's wrong with this guy?
Who's the member? There were 2 memberships. Matt says, this is America where the Constitution protects one's right to be stupid. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's not what the Constitution says. I think a lot of people seem to misinterpret the Constitution quite a bit. And also, let's be honest, the Constitution was written in a completely different time, right? So I think that what's happened is we don't have people who are smart enough to understand that you need to
The
have
Constitution, like this guy, yeah, I know.
modern adaptations of what was intended at a time in the past, right? That's like saying you're going to read the Bible today and there's going to be something in there about, I don't know, because there's entire chapters in the Bible that has like these laws about like farming and stuff and shit like that. Do we still abide by that today? No.
What are you talking about? There is so many things in the Bible that people abide by that are still true to today. And I'm not even religious, right? But this is such a brain dead take for anybody to have. It's the values, that's what you're not taking out of it, that still hold up to today for these things. Freedom of press, freedom of speech. Is that not still relevant to today, Phil? I don't know how anybody can walk the earth and just be this ignorant. It's crazy.
Of course not. People say that was outdated. You know, you can still read them and understand it's from a different time period, but you know, you don't abide by those today, right?
What?
So then why are we going word for word off of a constitution that was...
Sorry, I had to pull up my high voice because this guy is really looking at you with a dead ass face and saying this stuff into the camera. Oh my God.
Written hundreds of years ago, before any modern technology existed, before the population was where it is, booming, exploding. You know, there should be modern updates that are still in the spirit of what the original...
Why? You don't need to for half this stuff.
You can't have a document written historically in the past that's going to be universally correct forever, you know?
This guy is thinking about the internet, though. This guy wants like an amendment that's like freedom of trolling on the internet to be like another amendment added. The right not to be trolled on the internet. Everybody deserves to use the internet and not be trolled at all, right? That's, I don't know, what the hell's going on? I had to rewind this one back. Someone asked him about a coffee mug. I didn't even look at the coffee mug. I looked at his right ear. Look at this ear.
He says, where can I get one of these coffee mugs?
Right here, watch. This one right here.
You
That's
at
crazy.
darksidephil.shop. It is my online merchandise store. There's mugs, there's t-shirts.
His ear just twitched like crazy. All right, let's move on.
All right, I just received a generous contribution.
Oh, yeah?
A $20 tip. Thank you so much. I love that one now. That's one of my favorites. Thank you so much. That's Swagonito with a $20 tip. He says, what's up, Phil? What's your opinion on senior citizens having driver's licenses? Did you ever have an issue with them on the road? Yes, I think everyone has, right? I think there should be at least periodic checks. I'm not saying that senior citizens should not have driver's licenses.
He's twitching, like messing with his shirt and stuff. What's going on here, dude? You all right?
Everyone should have a periodic check to make sure that they are all up to snuff on the driving laws and that they are not somehow physically incapable of driving. Okay? Like, for example,
as this guy can't drive a straight line in American Truck Sim. All right, this is boring. Let's go.
And you're good forever. The only way you ever lose it is if you get into like a traffic accident. Then you can have it taken from, which is pretty darn ridiculous. No one checks on it whatsoever.
By the way, it's 1 p.m. He's supposed to start MegaMan Marathon. Oh, wait, hold on. Did I speak too soon?
So Harundum.
Nope.
A 420 knock super chat. Let's see what that is here.
Let's get past these donations.
And super today. Or would you like one of the fruit shots, the 99 fruit shots?
Here we
Say
are.
what you would like in the chat. Just tag me in the chat.
First shot of the day.
Bourbon whiskey. Very nice. Okay. Here we go.
Wait, has he drank this on stream before? I don't remember seeing this bottle of whiskey. I could be wrong, but that thing's already almost empty.
That smells good. That's good stuff right there. That's the good stuff.
He goes, that's the good stuff. Yeah, former alcoholic, by the way, I guess, right? That's what he claims to be. Come on, dude.
Empty, strange. Strange, it's almost like I can drink liquor for myself, not on stream or something. Whoa! 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 Idiot.
So, I got a little theory here. If y'all have been watching Phil at all this week coming up here, he's been getting on stream. He's been acting super giddy. He's been saying super crazy, outlandish things. And I'm gonna be pointing back to the beginning of him playing Metal Gear. That dude could not sit still. He was not even acting like himself. Like, you know when you get tipsy at a party and you know you're kind of like, I'm really goofy right now. You know, I'm really over the top. Or somebody else at a party's been drinking. You can tell they're tipsy. That's what I've been getting all week from this guy. And even the night streams and stuff, it's just something has been telling me that, you know, he's been having a little liquid courage before his stream starts. Just a theory. I'm not saying he is. And here he is. Oh, it's almost like I can drink off stream. And I was like, dude.
Wow.
Also, this is the same guy that said that, well, I only drink when I do the marathons and when you do American Truck Sim. I'm pretty sure he just stated something like this a couple weeks ago.
Listen to this. This is absolutely hilarious. Remember when you only drank for Christmas? Yes. I remember when I only drank on stream for Christmas. That's correct. Now it's 2 to 3 times a week. No, it's not. Now it's 2 times a week max whenever I'm doing a driving game. Your days off, that's not true. Not always drinking on my days off. I don't know where you got that impression. Okay. Here we go.
Drink up, Phil.
Oh, it smells so good.
Gotta
Here we go.
smell your alcohol.
Cheers, everyone, to a great marathon today and to good memories of classic games that will last a lifetime. Thank you, guys.
Time for like the dying, retching face, I'm sure. Yeah, there it is. I fucking knew it. Wow.
Oh, that's good stuff. That's good stuff.
Dude, he is leaning into the alcoholism hard, dude.
Smooth, great whiskey flavor. You get that little charcoal, but it's bourbon whiskey. It's got a lot more of the, you know, that aged barrel flavor. That's good. Good stuff.
That aged barrel flavor. Yet when he's drinking beer, he's like, it's smooth, it's yellow. Like, he used the same 4 words to describe all the alcohol he was drinking during the beer flight.
Good choice to start, Hanundrum. Excuse me, Arundum. It's a small correction. The Constitution actually does not grant you any rights. You and everyone around you are inherently born with rights. It is the Constitution, its amendments, and the Bill of Rights that protects and codifies the rights to limit the power of the government over those rights. The limiting part is the slippery slope, and where nobody is going to agree nor find common ground. As an example, you may limit 70-year-old people to drive, but tomorrow others will use the same power to stop 60-year-old people from driving. Won't be long until when you're 40 you can't drive because of another excuse. So they always think long term. It will, you know, again, it's like we always say, it's not about black and white decision making. It's about moderation, and it's also about subjective stuff. It's so easy to put a stamp on something and say, this is allowed, this is not, this is right, this is wrong. And that's not how life works. Something that might be correct for someone over here is wrong for someone else. Just take a look at medical science, right? You might have something that works totally for one person, and
This guy can't ever just, like, accept that somebody's right. He can't ever just take a comment and be like, thank you, you're right, thanks for the correction. It's always got to be like, well, actually, let me slide around the question a million times and kind of interpret it how I want to interpret it and give you some random trailing off reason that has nothing to do with the actual question or statement that you've made.
kills another. So if that's not enough evidence of that there's not absolute truths like that, I don't know what other better examples there are. But humans like to simplify. I hate to say it, but there's entire groups of humans who don't want to think. They just want to roll through life and have everything predetermined for them, everything done for them. I just want to roll through life and coast, right? I don't want to have an intelligent thought. I don't want to have to consider or think. I don't have to think critically about anything. I just want to exist. I just want to wake up, open my phone, read celebrity gossip, troll some people on the internet, drink some coffee, you know, do my menial tasks.
Again, what does this have to do with the statement that the guy just made?
Watch TV or Netflix or whatever the fuck it is, have a drink, smoke a doobie, and go to sleep. That's my life. Literally didn't do any piece of any intelligent thought during that day, right? There's humans who literally, they would love to do that. So what they need is they need these things set out for them so they know what's right and wrong or what they're allowed to do and what they're not. And that's pretty sad because you're right. We shouldn't have people who are like, well, 70, you can't drive. Well, no, what it should be is when you get to a certain age, there's a test. If you pass that test to show that it's safe to drive, then you can. If you don't pass the test, then you can't anymore until you can prove that you're safe to drive again. Not just a definitive black and white answer. When you hit that age, you're done driving. Forget it. That's stupid. The absolutes are stupid. Because it is. It's simpleton thinking. That's like the thought of a 5-year-old, that there's superheroes and supervillains, good versus evil. That's not how life works. It's just not. And you learn that as you get older. But a lot of people never learn that. They never learn that at all. They just think in life that there's like good and evil. And that's it. that there's no different perspectives. There's people who come from different cultures and different situations. And you know what I mean? They don't understand it at all.
What are you addressing right
Well,
now?
if you don't agree with what I think's right, you stupid and evil and bad. Me good. Booga booga. Now I scratch my armpit. Now I go light fire by hitting 2 stones together. Oh, man.
Why'd you even send that super chat, dude?
229 episodes so far. And climbing. Yeah, but I hate to say it. This latest one ain't doing so well. So now this Flight of Beers taste test, which I did last night, it's been live for about 14, 15 hours. It's only got about 500 views. So we'll see how it does long term. Maybe it's just a slow early start, you know, all well and good. But the majority of my income comes from what people contribute on a stream. So I don't care about the on-demand video views. In truth, I'm so glad that I changed from that formula.
It's on the chopping block, guys, you know, because remember the other day when he said he didn't do these for views, the views didn't matter, but now they matter for him to keep doing them? I thought this was something for your live audience half the time anyway, but then it's not, because then you got to record the video for DSP Try. Who fucking knows what this guy says anymore?
A really good item. I don't remember.
By the way, it's 1:15. You're supposed to start the gameplay 15 minutes ago, but we all know that DSP hates video games. I mean, here we are, still reading chat. Also, look how white his neck is, and then look how red his face is. It's very flush. Again, supports my theory from earlier. Remember he said he drinks whiskey off stream? Oh, no. Well, it looked like, you know, let's not go there, but...
Euthanasia says the beer one was pretty boring and you did it way too late. The McDonald's DSP tries it was way better because it was, and that's my opinion. Well, here's the thing. They have to be timed properly. If I'm going to do a food-based DSP tries it, it has to be done earlier because that's my dinner. So I eat it between my streams. I can't do that late at night because I'm not going to be eating a giant meal right before I go to sleep. Okay? If I'm going to do liquor, I can't do that in the middle of the day. I haven't eaten yet. So that's going to spoil my dinner.
What, we're drinking at 1 p.m. for your marathon? And it's not like this beer taste test is something you have to do every day. Why can't you do that at a reasonable time like dinner time? What is this logic? Again, he has to fight every single question ever asked. Anything that someone has to say about him, he's got to fight it tooth and nail.
And I still have to work. I still have to do more stuff that day. So I can't, you know, I can't be doing that in the middle of the day. So they...
But why? That tells me that you're probably an alcoholic, because I thought it was just a taste test, right? We're just tasting the beers. You're not going to get drunk. You have a night stream, that's okay. You can have a drink, right? Your logic is so broken here.
They have to be timed appropriately. Do I wear thongs? Yes, I wear thongs. In fact, I wear more than one thong at a time. I wear 5 thongs on top of each other. It's pretty unique.
If you're answering questions like this, the Q&A is done. Like, you need to be starting the gameplay. You're reading questions about people asking if you wear thongs, dude. Just say you hate video games already. Just say you're burnt out of what you do. You're burnt out. You hate making content. So this is the easiest way to waste time and get money for it.
Most people don't do that, but, you know, it's kind of a tight 5. It's kind of a tight fit, but I like it. It's special. Something different.
So funny. Ha ha ha.
Willie Boyd says for the horror marathon, try the
He can't even sit still. He's like, doot, 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 rocking back and forth like a baby.
Fishing game. All right, so what I do, FYI, for the October Marathon is I allow you guys to post up your nomination. So I'll have a thread on the post section of this channel, DSP Gaming on YouTube, and you'll be able to nominate games there. And the games that get the most nominations, I usually play. So you'll be able to nominate it and say, hey, everyone, thumbs up my nomination. And if they do, then I'll end up playing it during the marathon. Okay? All right, are we good? Any final thoughts? How about this? Last chance if you want to ask me a question or a contribution or whatever, because then we'll wrap up this early.
Bill, I know I'm in your chat, but can I ask a question? Can you just start the fucking game? It's a Mega Man marathon, not a Beggar Man marathon.
We'll wrap up this early segment. It would be great if we could hit a goal right now. We have no subs on Kick. Can we get a single gifted sub on Kick? That would be great. And if we can hit a goal right now, and then we start with Mega Man, that would be perfect. To have one goal hit, and then we can get started with Mega Man. Well, not started, but finish Mega Man 6. We're halfway into it. No, I don't know what RMake21 is. Never heard of it. Now I'm serious. We had people who super chatted big. We have some tips. Let's get one sub on Kick, for goodness sake. You guys are sitting here watching every day. This is the lowest support I've had on Kick since I streamed on Kick this week. Can we get one stinking sub to start the marathon? Just one.
I mean, if they're watching every day, you're getting your hourly wage. So what's the big deal?
Am I going to drop Kick Well, no, if there's not enough room in here to drop kick. This is a small studio. If I drop kick, I'll break something.
Like your arms.
Spinning bottle kick.
Bethan King did a £2 super chat, says my support for the next meal. Thank you, Bethan. Well, the next meal is actually not the DSP Tries It. DSP Tries It is going to be this calorie mate taste test, which is going to be pretty neat, actually. So thank you for that.
Dude's eating MREs after shooting down somebody's recommendation for him to eat MREs. Let's take a look at that and see if I can find it.
Plus, I'll be honest, MREs are kind of played out. Like, everyone has done them. I know that there's entire channels on YouTube that does this crap. And it's like, do I really want to do that? I don't even know if I'm going to like it. Now, imagine I get an MRE and I think it's disgusting. Well, that's my dinner. You see? I have to eat.
This dude's going to eat an MRE for dinner. Anyway. But I guess they're not out of the picture anymore, so MREs are back on the table.
Yes, I'm doing shots bigger, dude. We already had our first. It was bourbon whiskey. Every $100 I take a shot. So if anyone gets me to $200, we'll take our second shot. All right? But I think we should end. We've been doing this now for about an hour and a half. It's been fun, but, you know, we do have to get into the actual meat of what today's event is. So I think that we should wrap this up and get set up.
A half hour later.
And I think we should get into Mega Man again. All right, now again, just to remind everyone, when I start playing Mega Man, I have to concentrate on the games. These games are pretty challenging. I'll do my best between levels to talk with you guys, to do shout-outs, and let's get some good progress. We got to beat 6, then 7 and 8 I've never played before. So those are going to be first-time playthroughs, first-time experiences. Those should be pretty interesting, okay? I literally just stopped recording, and a whole bunch of contributions just came in. So first off, NDO103 just gifted 10 memberships. Thank you, NDO. Good to see you.
Big surprise there.
Thank you for the member bomb. I'm
Usual
sure everyone here
people.
appreciates it. 10 memberships from NDO. That's $30 of support. Then another 5. He said another 5 on top of that. That's 15 total. So that would be... Hold on. Another 15 on top. So that's another... We're up to 154 of support. So with that, it is official. We have hit our first goal of the stream. Thanks to NDO. I think that's what he was aiming for, was to get to our first goal of the stream. So let's do our first celebration.
That's what he was aiming for, to get to the first goal. Pretty funny, this guy never is in chat. Just drops by to give Phil all this money. Totally organic. Totally not the same person that comes by and wails out all the time, right? But hey, as long as you're getting that money. What streamer anywhere you know that does something like this? This is such a dented setup.
Okay.
It's so professional, though. Remember that. God, it's almost like this could have been done the hour and a half that we had leading up to the stream.
No? Congrats to everyone who's getting a gifted membership. Hope you enjoy them. Alrighty, let's get the screen off. Although the screen's going to turn on again anyway, seriously. This screen just does what it wants.
What is going on? Remember, this guy's got the professional setup. He doesn't need to lean in to see a computer monitor that's 15 feet away. What? Everything is horrible about this guy's stream. The sound effects, the background, like everything is just bad.
Okay. Let's get the green screen. Nice. Looks good, right? I might have to shrink it a little bit. It looks a little big.
I'm gonna move it. Hold on.
The Mega Man shirt looks really good. Wow. The Mega Man shirt looks actually quite good for this. This is cool. I'm glad I wore it today. Like I said, I actually wanted to wear it earlier this month for the first marathon, and I completely forgot about it. But I'm happy I have it today. It looks really good. So,
Can't even see it.
Here's what we're going to do. It looks
Gonna
like you
go on
guys have
break.
gotten me to the next shot, but I need to go on this break. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to play some highlight clips. You guys enjoy them. When I come back, I'll shout out those 2 subs. I'll shout out that tip. We'll take the second shot, and we'll get started with Mega Man 6, okay? Like 10-minute break here, roughly. Maybe even faster than that.
That's crazy.
Okay? Thank you, guys. I'll be back.
Dude, he didn't even start his stream until like an hour and a half ago, maybe. And he's already taken a 10-minute break. But, you know, I can't fault him. I have a feeling that it's Kat who wants to go on these walks, if she's still there. Who even knows at this point? Because he always would take, even on a regular day, he would take a break around now. Actually, it's like an hour ago. I don't even know. Why are you taking a break? It's supposed to be a marathon. It don't matter, though, because people throw him money anyway. He could be gone for 2 hours and then come back and people would still throw him a ton of money. That's just the way that his fans are.
And the gameplay begins in just a moment. Thank you so very much. Enjoy some highlights in the meantime. Enjoy. And then we had Fox McFox with a $2 super chat who says, breaks kill our momentum. Yes, but breaks are necessary. I had to use the bathroom. I had to talk to my wife about what food we're going to get. We went for a little walk, so it was nice.
I could never imagine starting a stream for people and then just going on a fucking walk, dude. Like, you're just wasting your fans' time. Do it on your own time, right? Go for a walk before the stream. Your wife is home today. You couldn't have gone on a walk 2 hours ago? That's what's crazy to me. Because if you question it, you sound like a dick. But then you've got 255 people on YouTube, and you're just making them wait while you go on a walk with your wife that you could have done any other time but now, right?
Better than, like, Cuervo. In my door. Okay. Oh, shit, it spilled. Fucking spilled. It, like, launched out. It did. Jeez. Okay, hold on.
How are you 40-something years old, and you can't pour anything? He did the same thing last night. He was looking right at the drink and somehow just managed to spill it and then blame it on the drink. Let's look at that one real quick.
Okay. Oh, I just poured it all over my leg. Okay. Oh, I just poured it all over my leg. It's all over my legs right now. That's delightful.
Look how he's pouring this. You could be pouring it anywhere over here. Also, you're supposed to tilt your glass, right? This is the glass that he's pouring it into. Let's just say. This is the can. You pour this in at an angle. You angle this a little bit so you don't have so much foam on the top. But also, he's pouring it way over here. There is something wrong with this guy's perception that he's looking directly at stuff. Like when he plays Mario Kart, for example, right? I think he's got a medical condition. He'll be playing Mario Kart staring straight at the screen and get hit by something and be like, where did that come from? How did I get hit by that? And I know we like make jokes that it's just like, oh, he's just denying it. He's just making excuses, which is very possible. But there's something going on where like he's just not focused on anything that he does. He can't focus anymore.
I'm completely soaked in beer.
And then blames the can because, oh, you can't pour from a can or some lame excuse. It's crazy.
I was not expecting it to launch out like that with the pour. It's ridiculous. I was some problems. Last night I spilled beer, and now I'm spilling tequila. Not good at all. I should not be spilling tequila all over my setup. It just like exploded out of the bottle, which it never does.
Of course, you blame the bottle. Oh, you know, maybe I shouldn't have poured it so fast. You know how liquid works, Phil?
I'm on stream. So here, let me clean this up. Oh my God, did it actually get down here too? For real? Jeez, how much exploded out of there? It's like everywhere. Okay, hold on. Oh my Lord, how did it manage to do that much? Oh man, I poured tequila. I don't care about my setup. What about the tequila? I'm not wearing the correct shirt for 99 fruits. Proceed with caution. What do you mean? I'm not wearing a Hawaiian shirt. Okay. Shot number 2. Cheers, everyone. Salud. Good stuff. Okay.
I'm waiting. The game launched. All right.
Two
I'm going to
down.
end this video now.
Many more to go. All right.
Game is way louder than him. Just want to do a little segment here before the stream actually officially started. He's got at best like 6 hours of gameplay here he can do, which is not any more of a marathon than he could do on a regular plus a night stream. You also have to consider that he's going to break it up with the dinner. He's going to do a DSP tries it, so that's going to take at least an hour. So you've probably got like 4 or 5 hours of gameplay here. So it's not a marathon at all. It's just a gameplay stream that's labeled a marathon. I don't know, but we'll see. We're still early into it. I may do a follow-up tomorrow, depending on how the marathon goes. Flip some things and talk about it, and yeah, we'll see. Appreciate y'all tuning in, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
So someone has been spamming in the Kick chat this entire time I've been eating. Okay, you ready for this? This will be a good one. They said, well, Phil, since you have so much expensive stuff, does that mean that people can stop contributing? I mean, obviously you're wealthy, right? You don't need anything else. You see, here's the funny part about this, okay? You may not realize this. This is a cool thing you'll learn later on when you grow up. because obviously, you're kind of young. In life, you owe bills. You know, like electricity, your mortgage, your insurance, things like that. Now, when you go to pay your bills, okay, they ask for a financial, payment, like something of money. They don't have an option. Say, oh, would you like to pay for your mortgage this month with your Shure M7 Plus microphone? Hey, DSP, would you like to pay for your health insurance with your Devoom Pixu Max frame? They don't say that. What they say is, give us money. Hence, the content that I create here with said equipment, I give to you, and then you reciprocate with money so that I can pay my bills, and I can keep everything that I have. You see how it works? You may not understand that, though, and maybe one day, you'll go to the store, and you'll be like, hey, can I have a car? And they'll be like, sure, it costs, $20,000, $30,000. And you'll say, well, I have a Butterfinger. Will you take this? Do you think that they're going to accept your Butterfinger for that car?